Well, blessed people, the Lord Rohi, Jehovah Rohi, the Lord Jehovah Adonai, he has spoken with me a very tremendous conversation regarding the upcoming meeting that is going to take place on the earth, regarding the upcoming visitation that is coming to the earth, the meeting that is coming up in Nakuru, Kenya. And in that very powerful conversation, the Lord today took me to heaven. Today the Lord took me to heaven. The Lord has taken me to heaven. And when he brought me to heaven, he showed me how he has opened the floodgate of heaven. And he showed me the glory inside heaven. And I see the beautiful glory of the Lord. He made me look at heaven from outside, right next to the door. When he opened the door to heaven, so I could see from outside in the sky, I could now see the inside of heaven and the door to heaven that he opened. Then I could see the rich glory, the exorbitant glory of God, the powerful glory, the costly glory of heaven. I see the glory line up, the expanse and the dominion of the kingdom of God in heaven. And I see some light bluish glory also. I see some bluish glory also inside there. Some rich glory similar to the emerald, to chrysolite, similar to all these beautiful donations of heaven. I saw the glory, the way the glory lined up the expanse of heaven. And then he took me into heaven at that point, after he showed me the glory from outside heaven. And then he showed me how his glory would come down. His glory is coming to visit the meeting that will take place in Nakuru. So this is a very powerful time. It's a historic time. This is a defining time. It's a watershed moment in the church. And this is the hour at which the Lord has purposed. He has deliberately, intentionally purposed to visit the church, to visit the nations, to visit you, the Christian believer. So this is your time. You can say this is your high time. This is the time to be born again and to make sure you polish your salvation. Your salvation be strict and be polished and be right. Make sure you walk in righteousness, in holiness, and turn away from sexual sin and lies and all these perversion, the false prophets you see hovering around the churches, the false apostles. This is the high time of worship. This is the time to worship in spirit and in truth. This is the high time for you, the believer. This is the time to make sure that now you adorn your Christian salvation with righteousness, and also you hold it with treasure and jealousy. That you now preserve that which you received from the beginning with extreme and utmost jealousy, with extreme care. Because this is the moment, the high time for the church, for the believer. He's coming to visit you, the believer. He's making a lot of heavenly emissary, heavenly envoy. There's a lot of entourage and delegation from heaven that is purposed on one thing, you, the Christian believer who is tuned in and listening to me. In other words, heaven is purposed that you may enter eternity in the kingdom of heaven and never go to hell. And so I have seen heaven. The Lord has taken me into heaven. I've seen the tremendous glory in heaven. Oh, how I wish you can see a little bit of heaven. You would surrender everything you have. You saw what happened in Lima, Peru, just a little glimpse. He gave the nations of the earth just a little glimpse of what is in heaven from the New Jerusalem. When the wonderful dust of gold came and poured, beautiful, the most expensive, the most refined gold, almost reddish brown, but very, very costly gold. The polvo, dust of gold pouring down. You can imagine how much. And when I saw him, when he took me to heaven at that time in Lima, Peru, and showed me how he would pour the gold, actually pushed out a huge amount of gold. I don't know whether it was half a planet or whatever, that I saw him push with his hand outside through the window of heaven that came all the way and became the dust of gold that visited where his two tremendous prophets were, where the dreadful prophet, the promised prophet was, the one the Bible promised, the one that has the key to heaven. And then after that, he also brought down the tremendous crystals of heaven, crystals from the New Jerusalem, the gold from the New Jerusalem, the city of gold, the city whose streets is gold. So right now there's a lot of attention and there's a lot of heavenly solicitation to the Christian believer, to your heart. It's about your heart. All these emissaries and envoy and delegation and entourage from heaven visitation are geared and targeted and purposed at your heart. God has purpose to visit you are holy, that you may realize, that you may crystallize heaven. Can you imagine mortal hands touching the physical things of heaven? This is just the kind of time we've entered into. So please polish your lives. There's going to be a big visitation in Nakuru. I have also seen an awesome visitation of healing. The tremendous historic healing that will hit Nakuru. I have not seen this before. It's going to be so big. It's going to be so historic. The cripples will get up and walk. The blind eyes will pop and open. The deaf ears will pop and hear. HIV will be healed. Wounds will dry up. Cancers will dry from the blood. Leukemias will disappear from the mainstream of the blood. Bone marrow cancers will dry up and never be traced again. It's going to restore people. It's going to heal every disease under the sun. Nakuru is so big. This night, the Lord again took me, the second part of the conversation, He took me right straight into the throne room of God Almighty, into heaven, and then He walked with me there. He showed me the tree of life, and He took quite some huge branches, the branches of the tree of life, with all the wonderful leaves, very green and healthy, and He gave to me and He said, these are for the healing of the nation. So right now, even as I speak, the Lord has armed me. He has equipped me with this tremendous authority that He is going to unleash in Nakuru. This is a beautiful time, the most beautiful time, beautiful, very beautiful time in the history of the church, when the Lord is now soliciting for your soul, soliciting for your attention, soliciting for your eternity, your attention for eternity. He's calling upon you, laying down the stairs in the sky. Say, look, the eternity I've prepared for you. This is a beautiful, beautiful time in the history of the church. The most beautiful hour. So, beloved people, prepare the way the Messiah is coming. Toda, Shalom Toda, Baruch Hashem.